different. We're live. Does it look like we're live?
Hey!
Hey, we got it!
Okay, so now we just need to make, Actually, I'm just gonna do this.
Yeah, that could work.
Make it faux-wide, pseudo-wide screen.
Yeah. There we go.
Hey, we're a radio club anyway, so the visual...
Yeah.
We don't work with that.
Exactly.
There.
You're
All
focusing
right.
on that. When you get the chance...
Live.
Will, when you get the chance, can you send me like a word or something that I can put the Russian into Google Translate with your pronunciation?
Okay. I just want this to move a little bit.
This is a fascinating script.
All right.
Yes, as somebody who proofread most of his stuff in our...
Yes, we are live.
Bill's scripts are definitely fascinating.
We are live, everyone.
Myself,
Does my co-host want to join me up here?
Sure, I have to move my stuff. You have to move the whole table?
Yes, because I want this in the background. No, not that table.
Maybe we should be doing this part live.
Hello. No one's watching right now. Hello, welcome to T-minus 120. Sorry for the delay, everyone. We are a radio club, not a visual club. So I am one of your hosts, Brianna Lowe.
Hi, I'm Jack.
And we are your hosts for T-minus 120 2021. Woo! We have a small audience in person, which is awesome. And we have, how many scripts were submitted?
2 so far.
We've had 2 scripts so far submitted. It is 3 minutes past the deadline. But it's going to be great. We're going to do a couple interviews. And then at 8:30, we will start reading our scripts.
All right, and how many of these scripts have you looked at so far, Brianna?
I looked at the first one submitted, and it was a very funny title. So I'm very excited to see how everything goes tonight. Have you looked at any of them?
No, I have not. I've elected not to look at anything so far, so I can be surprised when we finally do look at them.
I only looked at the title. I didn't read much of the script, but I'm very excited.
I heard you read the title, and I'm very excited for that one.
Yes, me too. So the first half hour, we'll do a couple of interviews. So if we want to have one of our writers come up, and we can ask them some questions about their process.
All right, I'll leave this one to you.
All right, awesome. So our first writer is Adri Alvarez. He will not be saying which script he wrote. So join me up here. How are you tonight?
Good.
Good. How was your process? Was it easy for you?
Kind of, yeah. I had a good idea with one of the script prompts that instead of just making it as an element of it, I decided to do the entire script around the element.
Do you want to share what the prompts are for the people at home?
Yes. You have to use 5 different words from different languages.
Yep.
And it has to involve a chicken.
And what was the theme?
The chicken.
No, the theme. Did you not do the theme? The theme was reunion.
Oh, I guess I accidentally did that.
Okay, so it worked out. Accidentally worked out. Tell us a little bit about yourself. What's your major? What do you do?
I am actually a creative writing major and a screenwriting minor. So
same. Yes, we are in a class together. And you're going to London next semester.
Yes, I am.
Tell me a little bit about that. What do you hope to do?
Well, I was originally supposed to go to London in 2020.
And then everything happened.
Yes. So far, I have no idea what it's looking like because they have. The most recent email they had sent me had been like, we don't know what housing is yet, but don't worry, we'll do it. We don't know what our courses are yet. Don't worry, we'll set it. But we do know exactly how much it's going to cost.
Wonderful. I was able, one of my partner actually went to London during the semester. We all got sent home, and that was stressful in itself. So hopefully you have a less stressful semester.
Considering the fact that the Omicron virus is going around, probably not.
Yay! So tell me, without spoiling and revealing what script is yours, tell me a little bit about writing it. You had an idea off the bat.
Yeah, I looked at one of the prompts and went, I can write an entire thing about this. And at that point, I was more improving, I came up with a general starting, and then I wrote from there, adding in more characters and more plot lines as I went along. It's a comedy, so I had intended... So in general, I was focused more on what was funny than necessarily what might be logical.
Nice. Awesome. What was of the two prompts, what was harder to include into your script?
Oh, definitely language.
The language? Why is that?
Just because, in general, it's very hard to naturally go to a different language. I ended up actually looking up phrases that from other languages that we use in English a lot of times to try and make sure it felt natural and didn't just feel like, oh, I was just doing this for the sake of the prompt.
Awesome. And were you involved at all with T-Minus last year?
No, I was not.
What made you want to join T-Minus this year?
It sounded fun.
Yeah?
I had heard about it. I kind of went radio silent. I want to kill myself for that pun. Shut up.
Our president is in the background booing him.
And I kind of went, I did go radio silent during the fall semester. I was very busy. And so I didn't even realize the club was active. So when I had come back, I think in the spring, and started to get involved again, I had heard about all the stuff that had been done, and I thought, oh, that sounds really fun, because I like writing. Yeah. I would not be a creative writing major
with a writing minor.
With a writing minor if I didn't enjoy writing. So.
And what's great about this is that it's 2 hours of your day. It's literally you have 2 hours to write a script. There's zero commitment outside of that. Mm-hmm. And so I think it's perfect to just like have fun with your writing skills.
Yep. Even though it only took me around 1 hour to write the script.
It did. I was very impressed with that. He's like, I'm done. And I'm like, you are? I did the teacher thing where I was like, did you go over your work? Did you make sure it's all correct?
I did.
This guy. Well, thank you so much. And we're really excited to read your script tonight.
Thank you.
All right. We'll read it later. Next up, we have Jack Bowles interviewing someone. Jack, if you want to come back up here and I can take a seat. Sure. This feels so professional, just holding the microphone with the camera.
Thank
there
you.
You go.
All right. Hi. Yeah, I'm Jack Bowles, as you saw earlier. I'm the co-host of this event, and right now I'll be interviewing our next writer. So if you want to come up, we'll have to start asking questions.
Oh, that's me.
Yeah, that's you. Thank you. Hello. Would you care to introduce yourself to the wonderful viewing audience?
Hello. Oh, am I in it? Am I in the frame?
No, yeah, the stream
Oh, yeah, it's delayed.
the stream is delayed a little bit. So why don't you?
Hello, audience. My name is Will Hopper. I am a cinema photo major in the Park School, and yeah.
All right, Will, could you tell us a little bit about what the story that you wrote?
So without spoiling anything, it's truly a tragic tale between two lovers. Or I guess that is a bit spoilery, but it was inspired by absurdist humor and some of my past scripts involving other animals, and so because we had to incorporate a chicken, I really took inspiration from my previous work and incorporated that into my current work. And I think that really elevated the script to a high level.
Great. Well, that sounds right in my wheelhouse. Could you tell us a little bit more about how you worked in the prompts to this story?
Yeah, so, I just read the prompts and sort of crafted the story around the prompts themselves. Didn't really have any expectations going in. Sort of a spontaneous idea that came to me after reading the prompts. It all came naturally. I just sort of, stream of consciousness, spilled out the words onto the page. Didn't really need to think much. It just sort of came naturally, and it just flows incredibly well.
Right. Well, did you come to this meeting tonight with the intention of writing a story?
No, I did not. The prompts were just too good to pass up. I just had to get those creative juices flowing, and it just sort of spontaneously came to mind, and I just had to put these creative ideas onto paper.
All right. Well, what attracted you to TNT in the first place?
Well, I'm very interested in audio dramas. I listen to a lot of them in my free time, and so I really wanted to get involved in that and help create, record, and edit audio dramas, and so yeah, that's what really attracted me here.
Right. Do you enjoy listening to the ones by companies like Big Finish, for example?
That is exactly the company I listen to.
I could read you like a book. No, before you go, do you have anything else you want to say before we move on to our next writer?
Sure, yeah. I mean, this was a lot of fun. I definitely recommend it, and just give it a shot if anyone's interested. Yeah.
If you don't want to give anything away, any one last vague surprise we might expect from this upcoming story?
Sure, I will say there is a surprise hidden within. It doesn't make much sense now, but you will definitely hear it when you listen to this story.
Thank you for that. That didn't help anything. All right, moving on. We'll bring Brianna back out, and we'll thank you, Will, and we'll bring in our next writer. So here you go, Bree.
I have returned. Hello. Thank you so much. I actually want to bring up the president of TNT Radio Productions right now. Without him, none of this would be possible. We would not be here right now if it weren't for the president of TNT. So, Tristan?
Second.
No.
That means now.
Well, sorry, I'm harassing the other writers trying to get scripts in.
Uh-oh.
Just making sure we have as many scripts. That's right, it's delayed. That's why I'm a phantom on the screen.
You are a phantom.
Yes. Yeah,
So-
no, I was harassing the writers, making sure we get all of our scripts in. 'Cause I don't want anyone to miss the deadline and
Yeah.
then miss this.
Yeah. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself. Who are you? What do you do? What is your major? Just tell us all about you. What is your Tinder bio?
I don't have a Tinder bio.
Well,
which is
then.
I don't have a Tinder. But yes, I'm Tristan Burley. I am one of the founders and the president of TNT Radio Productions. I harass people. I think is my main thing. Kicking people. Like, please.
I think I
respond to
sent
me.
more emails this week, though.
You sent more emails this week. I've sent more emails this semester, though.
Yes.
I am also directing our one full production this semester, which has been going all the way since we began in spring of 2020, that being Clouds of Witness, our adaptation of the Dorothy L. Sayers novel, an Old English mystery. That hopefully will come out sometime late February, early March, I'm
Fingers
guessing.
crossed.
Yes, fingers
We'll
crossed.
talk a little bit more about that in a couple questions.
Exactly.
But you're a senior history major?
Double history and theater studies.
How is that? How does history and theater studies relate other than Hamilton?
Disastrous show. Let's see. Well, of course, the one thing that theater people immediately go to when they think of theater and history is dramaturgy, which is
Okay.
the people who do all the research behind the productions, making sure they're not only sticking to faithfully to the ideas of the original playwright, but also to the world that is being created through doing historic research. A lot of times, if you see either in a program or in a display outside, stuff like here's some historical information, here's something interesting, dramaturgs put that together. So that's the most common put together. But really, the way I always see it is that history gives me the stories that theater teaches me how to tell. Because that's what I am at heart, is a storyteller. And that's, I think, what I'll always be. And I hope that whatever I end up doing after college does involve storytelling in one way or another.
Well, speaking of storytelling, you wrote, direct, and are starring in our main production, Clouds of Witness. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
God, I always get so embarrassed by that, because the idea when I started it was, I fell. The main character is a guy called Lord Peter Wimsey, and I fell in love with him immediately when my mother showed him to me sophomore year. Fell in love with some of the books, some of the TV shows. Adaptations, and even some they already had some radio adaptations, but I wanted to do one on my own. So I put this all together when we were putting the club together. In fact, my original idea going in freshman year was that the club was going to be radio mysteries, and a bunch of back when I thought things could be done a lot faster than they actually are. Thought we'd have a rotating schedule, and each week we'll do a short story, and then maybe a couple big books, and like every member of the club will have their own character that's the one they mainly do or whatever, and jumping off and off. But anyway, so that came to reality in this fall of 2019 is when we had put the idea together. Spring of 2020 is when we actually got the club going. And my original idea was that it's what I want. One of the things there's a million ideas. One of the things I wanted to do was to be able to write things, hand it to someone else to direct, and then I can act in them. But who wants to direct a 5-hour miniseries for a club that doesn't exist? So I ended up directing it with one of my co-founders, the fabulous Tyler Janess, who I miss dearly. He graduated last year. He was amazing as my co-director.
He was my roommate. He was very loud. He would laugh at Frasier a lot.
Yes. And he's continued to be involved in various ways, and so I'm grateful for him for that. And then, of course, when he graduated, you stepped in as my other co-director, and you've been great as well, obviously, and we've been pushing along. It has been, obviously, a rougher semester than when we started. I think that's been true for everyone in most aspects, but we're getting through it. Surprisingly, we are getting through it.
Yeah, we are actually. It's not bad. I thought it'd be more of an shit show, but it's not. And what is your involvement with T Minus? Last year and this year.
Last year and this year, very similar. I'm one of the idiots behind the scenes, frantically casting all the plays. Like, you do this. This year was slightly easier than last year because we got some plays early. Last year, I remember that the actual starting of the readings, which was all on Zoom. Like, this was on my home, so my terrible internet at home also contributed to this. The readings were delayed by a good 10-15 minutes because I was a little bit slow trying to get all the casting in, and I think I was putting too much in actually thoroughly reading rather than just you do this, you do that.
I know you and Tyler were both doing it remotely.
Yes.
And it was hard to communicate with each other.
Extremely difficult, yes, yeah. And
but now there's 7 of us in a room. And so it's easier to just yell at people from across the room instead of through.
You do that, and you put the headdress on, and you dance in the background and all this. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So that was my main involvement. Also, pushing you and Jack and Will, who has sort of become a de facto technical director for this show, pushing you to make sure, do you know what you're doing? Do you, asking questions, not because I didn't think you thought of it, but to make sure, pushing you along from the back. And then also
short answer, no, we didn't know what we were doing, but we figured it out.
Exactly.
You fake it till you make it.
Exactly. And so, putting the steel-toed boot in when I need to, and I'll also be acting in at least one of these plays, as we distributed them around. Yes.
And I know you are also in another club on campus. Do you want to shout that one out a little bit?
Yeah, I run, or rather perform CPR on History Club. We've been up and down the last few years. Naomi Hansen, who was really my mentor freshman year, shout
out to Naomi.
Yes, she really brought the club back from the dead my freshman year. And then when it was passed over to me and my close friend Bridget Igo, we ran it together, and we did all right. But of course, with the pandemic, it's a very casual club. It's just about just enjoying history. So there's no regular productions or meetings or competitions or whatever. So a casual club like that struggles. That already has low membership, struggles during the pandemic. So we didn't meet at all last year. This year we've brought it back. We managed to get a good base, enough people to qualify for registration. That reminds me, thinking on the spot, we have to figure out registration because recognition, yes. See, I'm always open with you guys. I don't hide things even though I should. But yes, so History Club, we just have fun with history. We did a board game night 2 nights ago. We've done Shark Week, where we just rant about our most hated historical figures, and we've got a fairly good, I almost said customer base for whatever reason, student base, people involved in the club, and so it's been fun.
Who is your most hated historical figure?
Oh God, there are several. The one that I was surprised because there were 2 freshmen that I showed up that I'd never met before, and I ranted to them about Cesare Lombroso for an entire hour, and they came back the next time, which. He's a 19th century atavist who believes that you can tell if a woman is a criminal by looking at her face, and looking at the design of the face and this and all that, and the idea that, women who look more like men, or of course women of color, are much more likely to be criminals or sex workers than women who look like perhaps you, So, congratulations, you've passed the test.
Oh, great, thanks.
Yes.
One more question. What is TNT planning on doing next semester?
Well, we've had a little, we're not entirely sure. We've been back and forth on a couple productions. One thing that we're hoping to do, if anyone from Theatrics is watching this, I'm sorry that this is how we're revealing it, but Trevor Britton, I believe it's for Theatrics. I'm so sorry if I'm wrong. He's going to be doing his original musical, Mallware, which is about a deserted mall which is also secretly used as a testing laboratory for AI mannequins. He's going to be doing that as a production for Theatrics, and he also wants to do a cast recording with us. So we'll hopefully be doing that. We have a couple other productions that are in the works. I think one we're not entirely sure the state of it, so I'm not going to mention that now. One that I know that we definitely want to do, if he submitted it to us, and so hopefully we'll be able to do it. It's not long, so it shouldn't be hard. Is a play by Michael Tricca, who's a good friend of mine from the theater department. It's a play about I just read it this evening, and it's really fun. Two sort of people who hijack a plane and then don't really. I think the idea they have a plan, but then they don't know quite what they're going to do with the plane. I think it's the idea, and it's very much appeals to my sense of dark humor, which I know not everyone shares, but I love it myself. So he submitted it to us. We want to do it, so hopefully we will do it next semester.
Awesome.
So that's the shows that we know. We have one other, as I said, that we're hoping to do, but we just got to figure out the final logistics, and of course, any other short skits or anything that is submitted to us.
The winner of T-.
That's right. The winner of tonight will get to produce either this or another script, whatever they want to do, full production next semester. And then, whatever pops up. This is also appealing to you, our viewers. Please, if you have an idea, even if you're not a student here, please submit it to us. We'd be happy to take a look.
We also have the acting equivalent of T-, which we don't have many details for in the spring. So stay tuned to hear more information about that.
This is a new event that we've just come up with during the semester. We're planning this. We'll have a big reveal next semester, but this is the first time we're going to be trying it. So hope it goes well.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much.
Of course, yeah. Have fun.
I think we have time for one more interview, and then we can get started on the scripts. What time is it? Yeah, I think we have time for one more. Jack, you want to come back up here? It's a tag team hosting here.
Yeah.
And then I got to hop over the XLR cable.
All right, so it's me again. Hi. You want to bring up another one of our writers for an interview?
I don't think we have any more writers.
All right, then who do we bring to interview?
An actor?
All right, any actors want to come up? Yay, here we go. I'm going to move back because my head is giant and
From the
I'm very
live
tall.
studio audience. Howdy.
Hi, how are you? Would you like to introduce yourself to the studio audience?
Hi, studio audience. My name is Claire Grotto. I am a theater studies major with a minor in music, and I'm very excited to be acting in this production.
All right, well, it's nice to meet you. What attracted you to TNT?
I love radio drama, especially radio plays. My first job, funny story, was in a factory, and I would work 8-hour shifts listening to nothing but Play Me radio podcasts and playing on air, 2 wonderful audio theater podcasts that I can't recommend enough. So it's something that I've always been pretty passionate about, and I'm excited to sort of dip a toe in.
All right. How long are the hours?
Well, I would just pop my headphones in and put my little adult Legos together and just listen to my podcast for honestly 8 hours. And I would just be like sobbing over these plays, like behind my mask. It was beautiful, a wonderful experience.
It's wonderful and tragic. All right. Do you expect any sort of characters in the plays tonight? Anything that you're looking forward to that you want to play?
I'm down for anything. I love a surprise. It would be fun to be funny, but it would be also, dramatic to be dramatic. So I'm just excited to see where it goes.
Is there a role, like in anything that you've always wanted to play that you haven't had the chance to?
Well, I think maybe when I'm about 65, I think I'll be ready to play Joanne and Company, if I'm ever that old and that talented by that age. But that's a little old person dream role.
That's amazing. That sounds great. All right, well, do you have anything else to share with the audience before we get going? Because we're almost ready to start, I think.
I hope it's going to be a great show. I hope you'll be entertained, and I hope that you are interested in more audio theater in the future, because it's a wonderful storytelling technique.
God knows that, right? We need as many people as we can get. All right, thank you so much.
Of course.
All right, now I'll bring Brianna back up.
Oh my gosh, that was so quick. I have returned, and I think that means it is time to read our first script. Tristan.
Okay. Since it's the easiest to prepare, I think we're gonna start with Will Hopper's.
No, we are not saying whose script we're reading.
Should we not start with that one then?
Yes.
Let's flip a coin and not reveal.
Just pick a random one. Maybe it was his. We'll never know.
I also don't have both scripts. I only have the one.
Is the email for the writers the same?
Never mind,
as
I got it.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Question still stands. Is the email for the email chain for the writers have all the actors in it?
Yes.
Then I will send the scripts that way.
Cool. Give us 1 second. Like I said, we are a radio production club. That's the only technology we know how to use.
We don't do the screen too much.
No.
You can tell because the top of my head is cut off.
I
Because I'm.
think, hold on, stage actors though. We do a lot of stage theater. The two of us.
That is true.
We were just in Theater Lab. Shout out to Theater Lab because we love them a lot.
Yeah,
We were
Theater
in
Lab.
Musical. We were in different casts. I was Sharpay and you were Coach Bolton.
That is true.
And then you were in Addams Family. You played the hand.
I was Thing in Addams Family.
Yes.
The hardest role of my career, I must say.
Out of the curtain, just.
Can you see? Well, you can't tell because there's a delay in the
You'll be able to
stream.
see, though.
Do you want to take the microphone? Because I feel like I'm.
I will take the microphone. Sure. We'll turn it around too. Tristan, what do we got?
You are the chicken in this script.
Oh, wonderful. We got it. We got a chicken.
Lovers Reunion. This is what it's called.
All right.
All right. Well, I'll take my place then.
You are reading stage directions, my friend.
That is true. I need to get to the script though.
So, into your script. And then Brianna, you will read the stage directions for the other one.
Cool.
Will they be able to hear all of us on the stream?
They should. Actors, if you want to join me up here. You know what? You know what I can do? If I'm not in this one.
Where's the link? I should just
Speak to them.
email this to that, or it might be on the Grotto.
Well, look how professional we are.
Lovers Reunion?
Yes.
I have it.
Yes.
Read it.
Yeah.
That spoils it.
Oh, and do you want to introduce yourself?
Oh, I'm Jordan.
What is your major and what year are you?
I'm a freshman, and I'm a writing for film, TV, and emerging media major.
What do you want to write? Do you want to write film, TV, or emerging media?
Mostly film. I'm interested in learning more about TV because it seems kind of overwhelming to me now, and I don't know if I would write it, but I'm definitely more interested in just playing video games and that kind of emerging media. I also love the MCU, which is kind of transmedia.
Are you excited for Spider-Man?
Of course, I've rewatched Spider-Man 1 and 2, and I'm planning on watching the other ones.
I'm taking writing for video games and emerging media next semester. I'm really excited about that. What is your favorite movie?
Oh, well, one of my favorite movies is Pan's Labyrinth. It's a Spanish film. It's pretty sad. I also love a bunch of children's movies like Coraline and...
What's your favorite Disney movie?
My favorite Disney movie? Besides Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse and Black Pearl, I gotta say I really love Mulan and Beauty and the Beast. Not the live action ones, the real ones.
Ooh.
So, I'm kidding.
Called out Disney. All right. Are we ready to begin?
I'm ready.
Cool.
Make sure they can get a stage directions guide too.
All right. I shall begin. Lovers reunion. Exterior, park bench, day. Jimmy hums to himself as he waits on the park bench. A gentle breeze rustles through the trees. Birds happily sing their songs along the bubbling riverbank. Footsteps approach.
I bought us chicken.
A squawk is heard as Bob and Jimmy embrace.
¿Dónde está el pollo?
Bob's jacket rustles violently.
Ya idiots.
Bob and Jimmy erupt with hearty laughter. The end.
Wonderful. I loved that. That was very entertaining. I love that a lot.
That's what we like to call short, sweet, and to the point.
Yes, definitely. I just wonder where the chicken was from. Was it from like KFC or Popeyes? Huh?
It's from Russia.
Oh, it's from Russia? Oh, well, that's where the chicken itself is from, but
Yes,
like,
I'm sure.
yeah.
Okay.
I stepped on stage a little bit late because I needed to be told what it said because Will decided to write that part in Russian.
We're not supposed
What
to
does it
say
mean?
who wrote it.
I'm curious what it means.
Two bloody plays. Yeah, what does it mean?
It means, I'm in here, idiot.
I'm in here?
Because he's in the...
Oh, got you. Got you.
That's the secret that's hidden within.
Got it. And I think we are ready for our second play then.
Okay, yeah.
That was I loved that. That was short and sweet and to the point, and I loved
Attack
it.
the Giant Chicken. Alright, so, for Attack of the Giant Chickens, Jack, you are General Under. Jordan, you are Private Flowers. Claire, Sergeant Big. I am Colonel James. Adri is the chickens. And why don't you also, Brianna, you read stage directions as well as be Major Gunnery.
Okay. I'm going to be sitting on the floor again, though.
Okay.
And I'll still be off to the side.
Well, Will, do you want to be
Gotta be
gunnery?
all hands on deck.
It has 2 lines.
Yeah, sure.
Sure, hey!
Get everyone in here.
Let's get Will up here.
Okay, so that means, yeah, Brianna, you just have stage directions, easy enough.
Cool.
I'll still be off to the side.
No, come on.
Oh, should we move? Yeah.
Get up here.
No, I'm good.
Join us.
Okay, cool.
Join
I've been
us.
up more than anyone so far.
Other than me.
That's true.
Major Gunnery.
Wait, then who are you reading?
I am reading
General Under.
General Under.
Got it. Okay. This is Attack of the Giant Chickens. 2 crashes are heard.
What the hell is going on here?
Sir,
I had woken up from all these crashes. Is it some kind of earthquake? Attack? Where the hell did everyone go? This is a military base and it looks like a ghost town.
everyone else fled. Sir,
Fled? Fled? We're running an army and everyone in the base decided to flee.
yes, Colonel.
What the hell spooked them so much that they decided to run away?
Well,
Roof shattering.
Holy mother of God! Private...
Flowers, sir.
What?
Private Flowers, sir. That's my name.
Private Flowers. Going to ignore that and instead focus on the giant chicken that just busted our roof. Now tell me, Flowers, what the hell is going on?
Well, that's the thing, Sergeant. We really don't know. All of a sudden, there was just giant poultry stomping all over the base. Most fled. Well, most were crushed while fleeing.
Private,
Yes, sir?
why do you make it sound like there are more of them?
Well, you see, sir, if you look on this monitor here, you would see that there are, in fact, more.
A beat.
What the
Language! Sir!
Language. Language! We are being attacked by bona fide, real, actual giant killer chickens like this is a B-movie sci-fi crap from the 60s, and you care if I use language?
Think of the children, sir.
There are no children here!
Excuse me, sir.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
Sergeant Big, sir. I've been here, sir, in the corner, the entire time.
What the hell were you doing in the corner?
That's where I belong, sir. I have my dunce hat right here, sir.
Dunce hat? What do you have? What kind of army is this?
One that runs on smiles, sir.
Private.
Yes, sir?
Shut up.
Yes, sir.
Can you at least operate a phone? We need to make a distress call.
Right away, sir.
Sir?
What did I say, Private, about shutting up?
Yes, well, you see, I thought it'd be prudent to tell you that Sergeant Figs tends to make electronics
Bang!
explode.
How did you manage to do that? You just touched the thing.
It's a gift.
Mamma mia, we're all going to die, aren't we?
What?
Oh, hush, you giant KFC dish.
Ash.
Oh, what now?
Colonel, I'm Major Gunnery, ready to serve.
You decided to serve by busting through the wall.
It was the quickest way, sir.
How do you even do that?
I punched it. I do CrossFit.
Well, I'm not complaining. About time we had some damn competence around here.
A beat. Sir?
Yes, Private?
I think the Major just got eaten by the chicken.
No, really?
I know, I also found it hard to believe.
Well, maybe we can check the cameras. Maybe there are more stragglers on base. Here.
No.
Bang! Oh, right.
This is pointless. As much as I hate to admit it, we are outmatched. We need to get out of here. Come on, we're moving out. On the double, you idiots.
Running.
Okay, Sergeant, you go take point. See if there are any of those things between us and the jeeps.
Yes, sir. Running.
But what's the sergeant supposed to do if a giant chicken attacks?
Exactly.
Oh, I get it. Permission to speak, sir?
Go ahead, Private.
You're a jerk, sir.
You have some growing to do. Sacrifices must be made in war, Private. Sacrifices must be made.
I agree, sir.
Where did you get back?
Just now. And I found a survivor.
Really?
Yo, man, what's up?
Of course. One you managed to find is drunk off his ass.
I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
Where did you find him?
Well, that's the weird part. There was a giant chicken sitting down, and then it just got up, and here he was.
What are you doing underneath a chicken?
Chicken? That wasn't a chicken. That was a beautiful femme fatale, if you know what I mean.
I'm going to forget you ever said that. I am Colonel James. Who are you, anyways?
Johnny Under, General.
Beat.
No. There is no way I'm ever going to acknowledge that you are higher ranked than me.
Yo, you're a lower rank than me?
Private, do you have a gun?
Please don't shoot the general, sir.
I'm going to shoot myself, actually.
You can have mine. Bang.
That shouldn't even count!
So, what are you cool cats doing out here anyway?
Please tell me you did not use cool cats unironically.
We're heading for the Jeep so that we can escape.
Cool! Escape from what?
The giant chickens things, you drunk buffoon.
No need to shout, dude.
We can just make it to the Jeeps. We can make a getaway and survive. That's all we need to do.
Well, we should probably hurry, sir.
And why is that?
Crash.
Because the chicken is gunning straight for us?
Uh-oh. Quick. Does somebody have anything that can explode?
I've got liquor.
Oh, I have chutes and ladders. Ooh.
All right. I see how it is. All of you, go on ahead. I'll be the bait.
But Colonel.
No buts. This is an order.
Cool, sayonara.
But what are you going to do?
the blitzkrieg, that overgrown farm animal. Now go! Get out of here!
There's nothing we can do. We have to go.
Colonel, it was an honor.
What did I say? Go!
Running.
Thank God. I'd rather die than be surrounded by any more of those idiots. Alright, come on, let's do this, chicken. Hasta la vista, babe.
Front.
Oh, he's already dead.
That was quick.
But we made it to the Jeeps. Get in, everyone.
Car door opens and closes.
So, does anybody know how to drive this?
You can't?
License suspended due to drunk driving.
I never passed my driver's test.
Oh, I got it.
Engine turns on. Explosion. The end.
Woo!
That was great.
That was great.
Yeah.
I need life alert now.
You can't get up?
There we go.
Oh my goodness. And I've been sitting on the floor for a hot minute. Oh,
I will
wonderful.
check to see if there are any more scripts.
Yes, last minute script check. Thank you guys for acting. That was awesome. I think if this one wins, we should have this as the cast. It was like perfect.
You do a good drunk voice.
Thank you. It's, if I had a nickel for every time that I've had to do a drunk voice for a TNT production, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's really gonna happen twice.
I understood that reference.
And I understood that reference.
There we go.
Okay. That's all our scripts.
That's all our scripts?
Yeah.
Well, this was awesome. Like, even though we didn't get as much turnout as last year, I had a blast. What about you?
That was really fun. Honestly, I could say that being a part of TNT has been one of the best parts of Ithaca so far.
Aww.
I'm a senior, so that means a lot.
Wait, what year are you again?
I'm a sophomore.
Oh my gosh, wait. Almost all this room is leaving.
Yeah.
Oh.
These two are the only ones that will be here next year. And this is one thing that I've been worrying about for a while because the entire e-board are seniors. So we need people who are going to be taking over the club after we're gone, and so we really need people who are going to be willing to step up.
Pass the baton.
Yeah, and you two have obviously always shown up to things, and you've been great for us, and so really I do hope that you will consider volunteering to sign up, and obviously we'll have
It's open to everyone, not just
this
the
is
two
true.
people here.
This is true, but they are here. But yes, to anyone who wants to, who is interested, please. Next semester we'll have people shadowing the current e-board just to get some ideas in your head, and we'll obviously always be there to advise afterwards. But please, we need e-board, and we want this club to continue after we're gone. But yeah. So, solemn note after a fun play.
Yeah, thank you all so much for watching. We all had a blast in here. The 7 of us just goofing off for, how long have we been in this room?
Nearly 3 hours.
Solid few hours.
That is most club meetings, and there's significantly less crockery thrown.
Yeah, surprisingly less.
Crockery? Well, whatever's at hand.
Yeah, less goofing off in here, but still mostly just our general meetings. Well, that's all the time we have tonight. We hope to see you guys soon. Did we make a form for scripts to be voted on?
We'll have to do that later.
I don't think so.
Yes, check our Instagram at TNT Radio Prod. Just not productions. It's TNT Radio Prod. Check that
Clever.
literally in an hour for the form to fill out for a winner. Thank you all so much for watching. We hope you had as much fun as we did. Any final words, co-host?
I guess I could just say, God, I always lose the words as soon as I'm prompted. That's all, folks.
Bye. Thank you for watching.
Ah.